Welcome back. All month we've been focusing on festive favourites to get you all set for the big day on the 25th, and Krissy Gibson from Take the Cake joins us with a little dessert beauty, I should say. What's on the menu?
We're doing gingerbread this year.
Right.
Now, last year, it's kind of similar to the ginger snaps cookies that we did last year, but this is slightly less sweet.
Oh, right, okay.
Super
But these
easy.
aren't biscuits, this is a cake you're making.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gingerbread in the form of a cake.
Okay.
Could not be easier. We're starting with 160 grams of dark muscovado sugar.
Okay.
And this is the dark version of muscovado, so it's got that real molassesy flavor.
It's very sticky. It's gorgeous stuff to work
It
with.
is, it is. Good in brown bread, good in gingerbread. And you know, you could use treacle for this. I just don't recommend it. That would be slightly sweeter and lighter in color. You can see they look almost like brownies.
Yeah.
So we're adding to that 160 grams of molasses. You can get this at Super Value. Looks just like that.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna add to that 160 mils of boiling water, hot, hot. Okay? Now, you don't want to use an electric mixer for this. You don't want to use an electric hand mixer. Just use your whisk. You don't want to get too much air in it, and you don't want to overmix this, okay?
Right.
While that cools a little bit, we're going to mix our dry ingredients.
Ah, right, okay.
We've got 190 grams of self-raising flour. We're going to add to that just about a teaspoon of baking soda, bread soda,
okay,
a half teaspoon of salt, all right,
yep,
a teaspoon of cinnamon, and two full teaspoons of ginger. I have dry ground ginger. I have the metric weights in grams on the website.
Right.
Lastly, we're adding just a quarter teaspoon of cloves. Now, as you can see, it's not a lot, a quarter teaspoon, but it's just enough.
So very Christmassy stuff in there, cloves and cinnamon. And
yes, exactly, and that's what you smell baking. Okay. So we're gonna mix this up so that all of the colors are blended. Okay, we won't have any stripes in here. It'll just turn into a nice
Can I make an observation, Krissy?
Sure.
One of the things that puts me off baking is that recipes tend to ask for ingredients that you might only use once and never again. So the likes of that molasses, but that molasses will be great for if you're making your own barbecue sauce. You know, if you're buying something like that, don't just use it for the cake.
This will last ages in your fridge once you've opened it. It's great in brown bread. It's great in marinades, like you said, your barbecue.
Yeah.
And ginger snap cookies, which we did last year, also calls for molasses. So Christmas time is actually a good time to use it and try it out.
Good.
Now, we've got our dried ingredients mixed together, but before we add that, we've just let this cool a little bit. We're gonna add our egg. It's only one egg, all right?
Okay.
And this way, since we've let it cool for a minute or two, it's not gonna cook the egg. Now, I did mention we're not using an electric hand mixer on this. We don't wanna get too much air in there. Okay. We're gonna add our dried ingredients and give it a whisk, okay? Now,
so you don't want air in it?
No.
Okay.
You know, if I wanted a nice and fluffy batter, we could use a stand-up mixer, we could use an electric hand mixer, but with this, we don't want that. Okay, we don't want to overmix it. You also want to use just the right amount of bread soda. Okay. Now, my butter. Where's my butter? Did I add my butter?
Where's your butter?
I guess I forgot the butter.
I forgot the butter.
The same amount,
the butter.
yeah, 55 grams of melted butter we need to add into it, okay? The melted butter is going to give it that moistness, and if you don't add the butter, like I think I just left it in your microwave, you'll end up with a rubbery gingerbread.
And nobody wants that.
So
nobody wants that.
Follow the recipe and don't forget to add your butter. Now, we've got all of our ingredients.
The butter is on the way, I've been told.
Oh, is it?
It's being shipped from the microwave to the studio.
Oh, look at you. Sinead, this is why we keep you on.
See?
Thank you so much.
Excuse me while I
just hand that over
here and do that.
And it's not too late.
There's your butter.
Thanks, Simon. So we've got 55 grams of melted butter, okay? Yeah. And that is going to give us that wonderful moist texture that we love so much in our gingerbread. Okay. You can see from here how moist it is. Now,
you're not going to mess around with a classic in terms of could you add chopped nuts or something, or anything, or dried fruit in there, or? Leave it alone.
No, leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Leave this one alone. For dried fruit, we've got fruit cake at Christmas.
Of course, yeah.
You know,
this is ginger cake.
This is a classic gingerbread recipe. Really, it's really soft.
Yeah.
And if you add nuts, you're kind of going backwards.
Yeah.
So we have a greased and floured pan, okay?
Okay.
And we're going to pour our batter in.
Okay.
And if you want, you can top it before you bake it with a bit of caster sugar or granulated sugar.
Oh.
And the effect is, when you take it out of the oven, it'll be glistening.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like a Christmas window.
Like your dress this morning, glistening
exactly.
in the sparkling Christmas tree
So
lights.
we're going to put that in the oven for 35 minutes at about 160. If
So it's low enough, isn't it?
It is. Now, if you have an oven that runs cool,
yeah.
go ahead and raise the oven a little bit. Some ovens do. They just run cool.
How long do you cook that for, Krissy?
You could go as high as 175. 35 minutes,
Okay.
and you want to eat it with freshly whipped cream or even vanilla ice cream. This is a dessert that you do want to eat warm. Why don't you give that a try?
Well, again, on behalf of the nation, Krissy, I will chuck in. I mean,
Such a team
I normally
player.
wouldn't eat something as calorific before 3 o'clock on a Sunday, but Ruth, you've joined me right at the right time. Krissy's making a plate up for you as we speak.
Yes, I am.
That looks delicious.
Does,
that
does.
reminds me of proper ginger cake from years ago. I sound about 1,000 years old now, don't I? Here we go. Close up. This is like a food ad. Oh, which you dropped off the fork.
We'll do the hair first.
Yeah. Stick it out of your face, yeah. Ready?
Yeah. I'll do this as delicate.
Oh my God, will you eat it?
I'm going to.
It's Simon we're dealing with, Ruth.
Oh. This is where Simon slithers off the chair. Simon, will you slide me over my piece of cake, please? You all right there, love?
Yep. Having a moment.
I like your fancy
That is
cream
delicious.
squeezer as well.
Oh, thank
A
you.
cream squeezer.
I don't know what it is.
Wow.
It's like something you'd use in a mechanic's garage, I'd say.
Delia Smith has a book out about cream squeezers. It was a crime fiction novel. That is light as a feather.
Isn't that nice?
And I'm getting the cloves and cinnamon.
Right.
Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. That's
All
delicious.
the Christmas flavors.
It's almost chocolatey. Almost.
The depth of flavor. I know what you mean.
Like a brownie, isn't it?
That's actually the molasses, you know?
Yeah,
That's the molasses.
You get that real, I don't know what you call it, a deep molasses. Like
Right.
it kind of hits you in the back of the head a bit.
Right. You'd have a lighter looking cake if you used treacle or if you used the light muscovado sugar, but we want to use the dark muscovado sugar and we want to use the molasses because it gives it that chocolatey quality that Simon mentioned, that depth of flavor.
I know that
absolutely beautiful.
Simon
Krissy.
is going to be heading straight for that bowl to do the old goopy licky.
That's so good, Krissy. Thank you so much. That
you're
is
very welcome.
divine.
Did you like that, Simon?
Oh,
I never would have
Lord,
guessed.
help us. Now, you
Would
talk,
put a
I
bit of
leave.
chocolate sauce with- Okay, while
Would.
Simon has the ginger cake, let me just tell you, full recipe details are up on our website, or of course you can check out Krissy's wares on takethecake.ie.
Carry on.
Up next, Declan O'Rourke will be here. Are you there, Declan?